right, this is live, and I'm gonna go ahead. What? No way. What? That was like the hottest thing ever. Hot, HODD, and not hot. All right. Oh, welcome. Yeah, just someone just rang like 3 seconds after I pushed. I started the stream, but they didn't rang at my place. All right, let's do this. So yeah, producing minimal techno today. What I wanted to do is to have that. That live, so I can chat. What I wanted to do is, yeah, all right, I can. Hi, yeah, hi Zodiac, hi Hefty. Let me know if guys, if the sound is good. The way I see it on my meters here should be good, but you know, you never know with these kind of things. Technology is tricky sometimes. So yeah, what up, King? What up, Leo? Leo. So yeah, are you French, Leo? Because I see you have accent aigu. Sound is perfect. Thank you, my man. All right, so hey, do you guys know? Are you familiar with Boris Brejcha? Boris Brejcha. I want to do. I feel like doing Boris Brejcha style techno today. So that's it's what's up, Medzi. So that's what we're gonna do today, and I start now, but I also have you guys on this side, and so I can chat, but I need to pay attention because I can speak too much and not produce enough. But if you have questions, you ask them, and I'm gonna answer that. So let's start. And also, always tell people that I use this software called SonarWorks. It's calibration software, so it's like for me, for my headphones, which are the Bayer Dynamic DT77, the sound is calibrated flat, all right. But for you, like this is the curve. Like the sound is tricked a bit for you, but still you can really follow along, especially because now it's going to be more creating stuff than like precision and mixing stuff. But I always mention it. I've heard of him, never tried Italia. Really unique stuff, but also I want to go further than just just sounding like Boris Brejcha, but it's just a good way to tell how it's gonna sound like or whatever. And I wanted to do some techno stuff, and I'm gonna use a lot of the Ghosthack samples and material, and you're gonna see I'm gonna use some stuff that is not even made for techno, but I'm gonna use that for techno. Probably like all the dark matter, dark atmospheric ambient motion. Like I use this stuff everywhere. You can use it in movies, and in any kind of project if you're just like slightly creative. So let's do this. And funny thing, yeah, the kick is from the Ghosthack Kick 2 library, and it's the Brejcha preset. So all right, let's do this. And you already you see like the Kick 2 is the only thing I had open so far. I didn't want to I really want to show from scratch, just yeah. So you see all the process, not just like I have already a template or something. I just have the idea of where I want to go. So let's do this. Cool. Baseline. I'm gonna use face plant, and we have some face plant material in face plant essentials in the house base. Maybe it's too housey. Face plant is It's a bomb synth. Oh yeah, that might work. Oh. Okay. Yeah, Serum is it's classic. It's good. Can you recommend some Serum bike for hyper pop? Like I it's really not my specialty because I produce psychedelic trance and other stuff, so I don't want like recommend you something. I don't want to recommend you something that is not really, but not really good. But maybe some people of the Ghosthack can recommend some. I don't have Serum, so I use Armor. Is really good. I actually bought it because I have like the producer edition for FL, so I don't have all the plugins. But I bought Armor. Oh yeah, you want to participate? Yeah. So someone wants to take part of the stream, but you cannot. Yeah, Armor. I bought it. It's really cool. But Serum it's still a game changer. Yeah, definitely. It's like it's the go-to synth. Okay, yeah, focus. Yeah, I want something like offbeat, bouncy, alive. So this is a good start, but again, I'm gonna figure something out. Yeah, this. Not bad. Silent is good, but silent is really like I'd say in French we say like key in hand or clé en main, but it's really like good as is, but it's limited, but it's good. And I also have like yeah, it's the thing is. At the level of production I am, I don't want to sound too much like here the goal is to sound like Boris Brejcha or in that style, but when I produce my own track, I don't want to sound like other producers, so Serum is kind of limiting at some point, but it's a really good synth too. It's also good if you want to have like a main layer, and if you want just like add some stuff, add some like background stuff, you can use some nice Silent One presets. So yeah, it's good. Like Silent One, Serum, Faceplant is kind of new and really powerful. So and it's really like it's taking that. There's a lot of hype around that synth, but I'd say if you'd have to gear up, Serum, Serum. And it's on Splice, you can have it for a really small price. Yeah, here. You're welcome. Okay, maybe a slide, you see? No, like that. Something's not working quite well. It's good. I'm gonna go with that for now. I'm gonna get a nice clap in Mega Drums. Yeah, I really need to make sure the kick is punching through 100%. Maybe with duck. Yeah. I really like this one. I don't like it. Perfect. Hi-hats now. Yeah, silent. It is indeed still a classic, and so many possibilities still, you know. I think the bass with the clap sounds too offbeat, but that's, yeah. I feel you. Yeah, it's like offbeaty, but it's like drafty, and I want to. I'm gonna work more on the attack and stuff, and maybe even like resample it for like later and work more, or give it more flow. But we'll see. But I feel you. I feel you. Hey guys, I'm gonna take like 5 seconds to share that on my social, and if you feel like doing that too, that's cool. But all right, and hope you're having a good weekend. We do a lot of that now. Some weekend streams. Will is streaming a lot on Sundays, and I felt like streaming today. You know how it sounds like too? I don't know if you guys know Perfect Stranger, but it also sounds a bit like Perfect Stranger, and that's a good thing. How much time you put into a project? Depends. Usually 20 hours. If you count up until like stem mixing, stem mastering. But depends. Sometimes can go faster, sometimes can go longer. Too much click, that's possible. Oh, I'm gonna see if I can remove that. Oh, it was nice. Damn, need to zoom more. This is precision work. Let's see if we can give some swing. Nice. Do you use pre-made vocal chop or put them all yourself? I don't work a lot with vocal chops in the music I do usually. There's not much of that. There's more like vocals, like psychedelic vocal samples, and that I usually I do that myself. Or what I do is I go hunt for an inspiring vocal and stuff, and then I will like kind of chop it myself in the project. But I don't use like more like melodic vocal chops. It's more like speeches. But what's cool? So sometimes I'd say I can use a some of the vocals here, like from the vocal kits, and maybe use it more like a wide padish abstract thing. But I'm not really glitching the vocals. Hope that helps. And you see, I'm at Upfront drum and bass folder from the Ghosthack, and I'm gonna use that for maybe a lead. Of course, I'm gonna EQ and change the volume. Is it the D? Okay, yeah. This is he. I like the sorry, I like the phrasing from that toot and with the. Oh, you see, actually sounds more like Perfect Stranger than Boris, and that's good. I like. Big influence for me, Perfect Stranger. just that kind of noise at the end. It's okay, I think it gives texture. Oh, I like this so much. I like this kind of sound, but I'm really working on the phrasing. It's being maybe no. After a while, Siren starts sound a bit like annoying. Silent is so warm and nice. Silent is really warm. I'm always amazed. Spire is also really warm. It sounds a bit like the Virus, Access Virus TI. It's a hardware synth. But yes, Serum has that. Silent has that warm sound for sure. Oh, Pigments is really nice. I made a preset pack for it. Sorry, and really good synth. It's different texture. A bit. I like the plasticky sound a bit of Pigments, and the interface is really cool. And also now with Pigments 2, like what they did is like you have the granular mode, which is really cool. And yeah, so this is, and I really like also the arpeggiator. This is some stuff I made for Trance lead. I think I'll lead it. Yeah, factory presets are so it also depends on what you produce. Yeah, so some of the stuff we have for that, like this one, kind of really nice, like simple plug, but also in the style of the 90s synths. Like really aggressive super saw. I don't know if you know Cold Harbor recordings, but it sounds a bit like Cold Harbor recordings. Yeah, it does sound like hardware, and the filters are really yeah, it has a different texture, and the filters are warm. But also, yeah, the way I designed the preset, I wanted to preserve that hardware feeling, and like the Wavetables, used are from hardware synths, so it's like it's really I like to preserve that analog buzz, so to speak. Maybe you know what? I'll keep that open for a synth in the track. I just want to finish that sequence here. Oh, dude, well, yeah, it's good. I made them, but you can get them at on the Ghosthack store. Ghosthack. Alright, there's volume 2 now. So what I did is I took some samples of analog synthesizer from some of my synths, and also some synths I found, and I really like extracted the snapshots of them, and I kind of made them work as wavetables. I gonna put, yeah, you have them right here. This is volume 1, analog wavetables. Thanks for the algorithms. Yeah, my pleasure. I like, it's my passion, and I like that synth. VPS Avenger, haven't, like, it looks good, sounds good, but I've not spent the time in it. And this is volume 2, so you can find them on the Ghosthack store. It's pretty cheap actually, and also it's cheap. But if you're into like sound design, I did a video on wavetable swapping technique. So you can, if you have any presets, you can like just take some of the wavetables and swap it with one of the you know, the analog wavetables. Or so yeah, it's like simple if you're like getting into that type of sound design and stuff. You're not really like, let's say you're not able to do a preset on your own or whatever. You can use that wavetable swapping technique and start to get your ear used to what it does and stuff. And if you're like a full-blown sound producer, sound designer, you can design your preset from scratch with these wavetables. Like, yes and no. Maybe not this one. The same filter here. Yes, that will work. Am I tripping or like, yeah, to semitone? Okay, there's something going on. Yeah. All right. And just a bit of side chain. Okay. What I'll do is I just do one myself, because I'm like that feeling I had right now. That feeling I have is like the yet so close, yet so far. It's like similar to what I want, but not quite it. So, yeah, that's good. That's gonna be. And let's say, yeah, Pigments. Why not? Maybe not the trance lead, but trance bass maybe. Oh, that's still the Ghosthack presets, by the way. Distortion, maybe. Better. And now that it's EQ'd and all, let's see. Oh, Yup. I like that. Your mic is quite low. Thanks. I'll give a bit more gain to the mic. Is this better? Because I don't want to, I want to abuse the mic. Is this better? That was it. Cool. Yeah, okay, we're getting somewhere now. And stab 2, 50%, not 100%. Yeah. Okay. Better. Okay. I gave it a bit more even. Okay. Flux maybe. Yeah, it's good, but actually what I'm looking for is like what I use like basses and like really low sounds. Maybe. that might work. Schnitzel. It's this guy. I want the link. Again, still the Ghosthack presets. Not sold 100% to that, but it's not EQ'd, and I'm gonna OTT the snaps out of it. Okay, nope. Yeah, the FM is like really gritty. Okay, I'm not giving up on this one. I'm gonna trash it because I like the fact that it sounds low, but it needs to shine. Oh. Let's see, and if this doesn't work, maybe it's just time to look for another sound, but I think it's just not quite the sound. Okay, but it's the gain needs to be higher. Nope, sorry. I tried a lot. Okay, well, that might be too much. Oh. Yeah, little trick. Like, you see how much it was violent, the reverb before the distortion, so the distortion is distorting the reverb signal, and this does not sound good, while if it's after, it works better. Maybe it's just it's too gentle. Okay, now it's too stabby. I know what I'm looking for, and it's not exactly that. Oh man. Yeah, please also note that it's not my it's not what I produce usually, so it's a bit harder for me. If you have suggestions, send them in the chat. I'm all open for that. Oh, actually. I think I'm gonna go with that. How to mix one shots? It's quite easy. We want when we put in random place. It's quite easy actually. The thing is one shots, okay. Okay, that's gonna work for now. Depends on what you do, because you see that is a bass one shot, and the thing I love to do is using it not as a bass. So of course I'm gonna mix them in a much more different way. Like you're not necessarily gonna put reverb on it and not necessarily EQ it that way. But first thing first, when you have a one shot, you have to, let's say you open it in, okay, you have what it is, it's that it is normalized. Okay, normalized mean it's gonna be up until like the loudest the loudest part is gonna be at minus 0 point, just before the maximum volume, or let's just say it's at the maximum volume digitally. So first thing you want to do, and let's say I can mid, you mean mid sound? I'm gonna try to like demonstrate you something. Maybe like one shot here. So first you can use the volume to, like, just by here, or even if with the meters you get it at the similar level to your other stuff. Always keep in mind in electronic music that the kick is the loudest thing in your track, so that wouldn't really make sense to have your sound like this, because it's other than your kick. And also by here, if you have like you hear develop, you're gonna hear that it doesn't make quite some sense. So yeah, first, this is the first step. After that it also comes to like well, you have creative effects that you can use, and you have more like mixing stuff you're gonna do. EQing is part of the mixing process. Let's say you use this one as a lead, you're gonna cut some all of the low frequencies below 200 hertz, and after that you might look for some resonant frequencies. I did a video on the Ghosthack channel a while actually, and I explained in detail the search and destroy EQ technique like this. So you look for resonance and problematic stuff. I might just take out a bit of that. So that's pretty much it. You could add reverb if it's not to your taste. And of course you would put it on the correct note for sure. I hope that answers a bit your question. But yeah, it's just like the basic stuff to mix correctly, one shots, but also just a proper volume. What about side chaining one shots? Well, it's a good question. Now I suggest you maybe look for some videos on the Ghosthack channel about side chaining, because I'm gonna continue to produce, but you're gonna sidechain them the same way you would sidechain other stuff. I use Kickstart, but I will on the Ghosthack channel they show the technique by using the Fruity Balance. It's like more an automation, but in the end the process is the same. It's like ducking the audio. So right now, what do we have? Kickstart for the win, indeed. You see, that's draft good. What I mean by draft good is like I can, if you want to like produce effectively, you're not gonna start to like, you know, it's not perfect, but it's good enough to go forward, and that's what we're gonna do. Because otherwise, you're not going forward to your track. You want to keep your mind creative, and I want the lead. I'm gonna stretch that also. I'm just gonna copy that. For now, I'm not really working on the structure of the track. Yeah, that's from the plugs, and is it one of our presets? I don't. Trance riff, I guess it is. If analog, organ, is it? I don't want to claim something that is not, but anyway, it's really good. Plug Excelsior. I'm pretty sure it's one. Plug Van Plug. Yeah, that's kind of my style. If I go there. Plug Trance riff. It's part of it's one of it's one I made. I think I made a lot. But the thing which is really cool is in the sequencer there's swing here. So it's really groovy. Okay, yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. And okay. That sounds like Boris. Yeah, this doesn't work out. Maybe just that, actually. Sound with reverb and delays. Okay, I see. More like as an atmosphere stuff. gonna mix in this one quickly. Oh yes, sounds like Perfect Stranger. Shout out. Okay, again, it's still draft good. Again, it's still like I might change the note at some point. I know it's this sound. I'm not like this one. It's something like it's not. It's good, but something when it's not quite right. Yeah, eventually I'll change it, but for now I feel like I'm gonna a sense of existence. I'm gonna take your suggestion, like white plug. Yeah. I have too many plugins, I think. Yeah, okay, this sound. It's this one. It's not routed. Oh, me like. Ah, crap, not the good one. Actually, maybe. not sure. I think for now I'm gonna keep it simple like this. You know what? I'm gonna just... Starts as a rough draft, bro. This is going to be sick. Fuck once you finish it. Building main. Yeah, I'm gonna finish this. I'm gonna finish this for sure. Yeah, but yeah, you're right, and I'm just stating how I work, and at some point, like, I think it's counter productive to like really focus on detail. At some point, you have to be like, this is works for now and moving on, because I have students that don't finish tracks because of stuff like that, and I think it's sad. And you know, the idea is to still have fun and produce and finish where you start. So I'm in the Ghosthack Tension cinematic effects, and I'm gonna use this as ambience. So this is C. I want to bring it up to semitone up. And you're gonna tell, but Francis, it just doesn't sound good. And I say, but we'll make it sound good. And I'm gonna show you that little trick. Some of you noticed that I used Oriel River as a reverb since the beginning of the stream. I always use this, and it's a free plugin, and I just love the like out of the box really nice reverb tone it gives. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna abuse the decay here, and you have the dry and the wet. I hope you're familiar with that concept. Like, dry is signal completely without effect, and wet is the opposite. It's completely with the effect and no original signal. So I'm gonna use only the wet signal. Great. And okay, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna show you another technique I use. I'm not reinventing the wheel, because I'm gonna just record that as a sample. But what I want to do is print already some nice analog emulation and nice soft saturation into the audio with True Iron. I'm also going to use this one with a console emulation. Oh, I sense a disturbance in the force. This guy is working too hard. Oh. Yeah, usually well, from the beginning, I just put the volume at correctly. But now, yeah, right now, I kind of need to gain stage actually because it, you hear it, there's like the signal is coming too hot in some of the plugins and it's problematic. Yeah, I think that was it. The signal was just too hot, too hot, too loud. It's too hot. All right, let's record that. Yeah, that's a good question, and to be honest, like I don't tend to work a lot, like with beginner students. What I do is like I'm gonna tell more like reference value to give you an idea, but lately I've been more working more with like I'm referencing a track and then I use my hear than actually looking for a specific value. If the kick is at minus dB, I'd say quick like that around 15, but depends on the mix, maybe around minus 15. But yeah, to be honest, I use more my hearers lately, and also depends how I do in the mix. Usually I use the stem mastering technique. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna group stuff. Like atmosphere is probably going to be in the effects bus. Maybe at the end of the stream I can show you some of some stems and how it works, but usually it's going to be routed with effects and abstract stuff, and this is going to be compressed together, and that is going to be adjust like yeah, okay, I'll do it. Remind me if you see me drifting, but I'm gonna like go as long as I have like a creative flow for that, and after that I can show you just quickly. You'll understand how it works. Yeah, so I usually resample out of that stream. Perfect. So it's Atmo. And I'm gonna use this as just disable it, but keep it there in any case. And I just drag that here. Okay, so what's fun is we can kind of make kind of an infinite loop with that, because I can make unique. Sorry, yeah, oh, I fudged. Yeah, more like this. Some like this. And okay, what I'm gonna do So I'm gonna route that. It's Atmo D group. And I'm gonna put life into that, especially like just sorry, focused here, stereo panning, and I'm gonna go get fruity panomatic. And I'm gonna duplicate it here, so, and this one is not going to be at the same speed. Also, why not isotope trash, just to push some of the high frequencies. Works. Uh-oh. Okay, now there's many directions we can take, and I'm gonna ask what you guys feel. I can either add more drum layers, like open adds, more drum loops. I can also go on and stack another layer of that, so a second or even third layer, lead layer, or I could keep up stacking more atmospheres. So let me know what's up. I'm like feeling the three options equally, so let me know. Binod. More drums. Okay. Let's go with more drums. Melodies until I ruin it. Sounds like a good plan. But yeah, since it's minimal techno, Atmos. Okay, kick. You don't like the kick, Komika? Yeah, I gotta say I like it. It's in the style of Boris Brejcha. What I could do in the kick, but more like for the sake of showing it to you than actually fixing something. But again, trash. Oh, project starts to be heavy, and I didn't use much audio. Yeah, kick is cool. But you see, kick, usually how I work. It did it. small details. But usually like kick EQing and stuff, I do that at the mixing stage, and in another project I bounce that in audio. But yeah, speaking more of melodies, it's actually, I'm gonna do a breakdown, like a almost like trancey breakdown. Maybe some more fills. Oh yeah, maybe fills. Yeah. Okay. First drums and then fills. That's smart. You can keep your flow. Yeah. Honestly, flow is really important. Like I cannot stress this enough. That's really, if I have one message today, is like keep your flow if you wanna like be a successful producer and produce a lot of tracks, because mixing, you can always like focus on things later, but when the flow is there, just grab it and flow with it. Sounded like almost like a rapper verse, but I feel it. Okay. You see, that is not good, but it's gonna be. The thing is just, it's not, if you hear it like this, it's not in symbiosis with the groove, but it's a really good sample. That's not the point. I'm just gonna adjust the envelope. And to give life to the track, since it's minimal, you know, the idea with minimal sound is, it's hard to do it because you have less sound, but they gotta sound really good. So it's quite hard. So now it's good with the groove, but to give life to the track, I'm gonna create an animation clip on the DK. I'm gonna bring that here, and I want to preserve, like, I want to copy the value because that value, whatever it is, it's the right one, but I can like do something like this to bring life in the track. Misclick, sorry. Okay, focus. I'm gonna answer the stereo question soon. I'm just focusing here. Man, yeah, the release time didn't do shit actually. Hey BLRX, that's nice. Love from India, really feels good. Love from Montreal. No, actually, well, it's Laval. It's like suburb of Montreal, but much more simple to love from Canada, Quebec, Canada. So yeah, that was cooler in my head, but maybe I'm gonna couple that with another effect. But yeah, it gives life to the track. I really like the drums. I'm happy of how it went. So this, how do I manage the stereo? Actually, when I started, I was like really obsessed with that, with like widening stuff. But I rediscovered that just proper mid-side EQing. I don't know if you're familiar with mid-side EQing. Mid-side EQing plus mid-side compression, but mid-side compression is going to be more at the mixing stage. Okay, I'm gonna try to. Okay, this is gonna be a dangerous move because that plugin is heavy, so hopefully it doesn't crash everything. Okay, basically this is a compressor and it's gonna treat the sound mid sidewise. Okay, so the idea is that because if there's a mid-side compression, I always used to, because be careful, if you use too much stereo, you're gonna lose some information, and we can maybe verify that. Well, not maybe, we can verify that. There's a lot of meter you can use, but a really simple one is, when I was speaking, I thought stereo bass was cool. But it depends. There's some trick to make stereo bass. It's like there's tricks you can do without causing phase cancellation, but sometimes there's tricks. But yeah, I feel what you mean. Okay, I got lost there. Yeah, the thing is too much stereo, and I'm pretty sure you're aware of that. So you see here, there's no red, but if we widen, let's go. If we put it too large, we lose some information. Like everything that is in red, if you put the track in mono, which is going to happen because if you play it on some clump sound system, it's going to be in mono. All the red information is lost. So that's more like, and it's called the correlation. But the thing is, okay, that usually that type of compressor is, I put that on late mixing stage and late like just mastering stage. But the thing is, if you're gonna see, it should be the gain reduction here should be different on the mid from the mid and the side. Yeah, it's pretty similar, but yeah, and the thing now is if I use not with like a mid-side EQ, I can, the mid-side EQ usually helps generate depth. This is what I thought masterclass would be like, and it's really, yeah, just oh man, there's so much yeah, so much I have to speak. Actually, I've not started working. Well, props to you, and I have yeah, it's just me. I I speak a lot, but there's some people interested. So as long as some people are interested, I'm gonna speak it. But yeah, I've not started working on it, but there's a masterclass coming eventually on Ghosthack, and it's going to be, there's one already, but the one we have is like beginner, really like beginner, and I'm using only the FL Studio plugins with Serum. But the one I have in mind, the one we want to do, is going to be like just my sound, like how I do my stuff, like stuff like that, but even more in depth, not like explain quickly. But yeah, the thing is, mid-side EQ, it changes the perception also. But if after that it's ran through a compressor, it's going to help, because of the compression, is going to help create even more depth. I don't know if I can like recreate just right there, but yeah, I hear a little difference here, but it's, you know, it's even more noticeable when you have, because that usually is not, don't put that on one channel. I put that in like bus and mastering, and this helps create the, and it's an emulation of hardware, and it's really well done. And yeah, it helps create depth in the stereo. So yeah, when I was a beginner, I was like stretching like a crazy, for really focusing on stereo, but now it's more like depth. I really love the like depth perception play, so to speak. Yeah, okay, let's continue. No, maybe right. Right. Yeah, that you see is going to be another example of, it doesn't sound good right now, but with simple tricks we can make it sound good. First trick will be EQ, getting rid of that. And with the kickstart. It's even more. So like it's just that bouncy. I'm a bounce. Thanks for free skill. You're welcome. So this, yeah, this is good, but it's, if we want to, yeah, add more energy later in the track, we have that. And I think I'm gonna put Aru River here. It's like some reverb on the already reverbed atmosphere, but just to blend. Glad you like the stream. Okay, so I'm gonna pump out more atmosphere. YFL and not serum. I could use serum. Well, but okay. I started in you know, my take on it is, I use Ableton for live performance, but I use FL to produce. And to me, I keep saying yeah, and it you know, I don't really oh, the workflow, yeah, every software have their you know, their qualities, but the thing to me, FL Studio is really, I have big ADHD and I can just like drop ideas so quickly, and I can't find that in Ableton. I just can't. And the thing I really understand how why people say Ableton can be better is if you like with the stock plugins. But yet you see again, if you look a lot of a lot what Will is doing is really good with the FL Studio stock plugins. And if you there's a lot of good stuff actually in FL. I think it's just not like it's I think it's marketing. Like they do what they can, but they have like good stuff that the if you look like I think it's the last video online Will is showing is a thick rack, which is like, and it sounds really good. And one thing I want to, all pros are here on Ghosthack. thanks. It's good for my ego. But yeah, technically, yeah, I am pro. I do that for a living. I make samples and I produce music. If you don't know the music I do, you can go check it out. Just put Black Marvin on YouTube. I have a lot of stuff there. Good for mine too. Nice. Indeed, all the pros. But yeah, just like the Ableton is this. It's the plugins. Sorry, I got sidetracked. The plugins. But like I said, what I want to look into the like that patcher. Like Will, he did a multi-band saturator in patcher, and that is really good. That sounds really good. And so I think FL has a lot of depth that is not, I think, even explored. But it's really an interface thing. And in my case, I use so many, like you see, third-party plugins. I use Edison, but the rest is like, this is from Waves, this is from Kazrock, this is free plugin. So it's like, it's just an interface, and I love that interface. So at some point, there's, yeah, it is. And I think like some people, if you really get stuck into like one software is better, it's like some people really not got the point. I use, yeah, Diva, I use it sometimes. I could use it right now. It's heavy though. The Yuhi plugin, I like them, but they are heavy. Yeah, Diva sounds good. Maybe the Diva for Iris is nice too. Maybe Diva for Atmosphere. Sounds that's good. Okay, put some distortion. Like the delay. That sounds awesome. Thanks. Yeah, I like it. It's almost like wow. Try center. Where's the? I think no. I think that note. Not sure. This is F, E, so. Better. I also feel it should sound tighter. Yeah, I'm not sure about all the notes and stuff, but again, it's good. It's good for draft mode. It's good for draft mode. I will try to make that fit. It's starting to have a lot of stuff there. You know what? Actually, it's good. Filtered so high, it's good. Oh, I think you start to hear the computer work. Just for cleaning sakes. Cleaning purposes. not sure. Not sure about these. Yeah, I talk less now, but I'm really focused. Just I think you see me adjusting stuff here and there. I'm gonna put lead layer 2. Yep. So it's good. This one is pretty easy since it's just like I think I'm gonna do it in Pigments too because I want to keep the same swing. That's not what I intended, but it's going to be nice. Okay, maybe stretch it out. Maybe I'm not gonna use that the filter from Pigments. Again, that is a preset from the Ghosthack presets. It's really, honestly, they're good. They're really good presets. I just dragged it there and worked flawlessly. I'm gonna make sure I use this exact same swing value from this one. It's 54.4. All right. Why can't you get gain staging in FL? Like you can group utility and a plugin to make a fair and be out do that in FL. Because I gain stage in FL. You can use gain knob or anything. But for the AB, yeah, I see you want to compare a chain with another. Maybe if I saw exactly what you meant in Ableton, I can maybe replicate it in FL, but there's, yeah, I'm not sure. But like you can group utility and a plugin to make it fair. Well, there's, maybe it's not what you mean, but you can save mixer track state, so it's basically the equivalent of saving a rack. I mean, when you use an effect which increase volume, you can use utility to turn it down. Yeah, well, you can use fruity balance is volume. Yeah, you have this one, where you can. Is it volume or is it gain? That's a good question. But I can't group them, right? But yeah, grouping effect rack, not really. What I'm gonna show you. I have a file. Let's say I have this is like oh yeah, actually this is, I'm working on the Psytrance Vision volume 2. It's big sample pack, and let's say I'm done with the bases, but I saved the racks that I use just so I can replicate them when I want. So I'm loading that. So this is all, and it's loading at the exact, of course, the exact values of everything. Okay, EQ, Transx, Saturn, another EQ with preamp. So that's, but I could not drag another rack, but yeah, maybe it's not the same, but that would be pretty much the closest. How you know all these plugins in and out? Yeah, and I actually know what to do. Yeah, it's the time spent on them. It's like I know exactly what I'm looking for. I know how they behave, and it's like boom. This is good. Yep. That really turned out like a perfect stranger, actually. Yeah, makes Boris Brejcha perfect stranger in my style. Hey yo. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, okay. Cool. So that's it for that track, and like I promised, I'm gonna show you some mixing stems or mastering stems. Well, mixing mastering stems that I use, and maybe it's gonna answer a bit your question and also spark some ways to do it. So that's pretty much. I'm just gonna make a last listen for you to the what we have here, but at this point I would start to stretch the structure and get the better feeling of the track. But I'm gonna get this done. I'm gonna get this done for sure. Yeah, would maybe fix the bass with like really precision ducking and stuff, so it's really clean. Awesome, everything. Thank you. Well, honestly, it's just I don't know. Can you shortly show? Oh yeah, I will shortly show the main bass line. It's mainly time and fun. I don't know how much time you spend on music, but maybe you need to spend more. And also, keep having fun while doing it, because if you're too like performance oriented, or you know, me, it's just fun is driving me through all my project, and I need to keep that. So but it's kind of you that you envy me, but maybe not the best emotion for you to have. Hopefully I inspire you, hopefully. Okay, so this is the bass from the bass line, and actually there's no like process, there's just slight EQ removing a bit of the lows here, but it's really like the preset is really nice actually. It's I was speaking about the wavetables, like analog wavetables. This is a preset I did for Ghosthack. It's from the Faceplant Essential in Ghosthack. To say it better, I got fun without end, but technicalities trigger me. Yeah. How long I've been producing? 11 years. 11. Maybe another live can make big room track from breakdown. Maybe I can. I'll take the suggestion. It's not my favorite thing, and I like to do stuff that is not so far from the tree, to be honest. That's hard to keep up, man. That's damn, that's hard to keep up. Okay, yeah, 11 years so far. But stay tuned, guys. That the stream is coming towards the end, but if you were not there at the beginning, I said I was going to show you some mixing stems of mine. So, but yeah, that's the preset. There's Acid Lab. Oh, Acid Lab is not out yet, but anyways, yeah, okay. But the preset is out, but not these wavetables, because I'm not done. But it's mainly like analogish wavetables, and that's the preset. I'm not going to go over the preset because it's quite a bit complex, but it sounds like this. But you know, it's in the realm of like sawish bass with the ladder filter, the saturation on it, and this is the small pattern, and like it's a bit offbeaty, but it still works. It gives that unique offbeat vibe, but still works. I'm gonna fine tune it to be like offbeat, both offbeat and sharp at the same time. But if you listen to Perfect Stranger, okay, like it's a big influence. Perfect Stranger, Psytrance. You look this guy up. That sounds. That track can sound influenced by his music. So Yuli first thought, I guess, I'm really big influence. All right, so and that's pretty much the bass line. I hope it helps. There's a kickstart on it, and there's a duck, which are both like side chaining aggressively, so the kick can punch through effectively. So that's it. Save. I made some Psytrance yesterday. I've never tried before. Nice. How you like it? We have a course for Psytrance online that I did, and we have a lot of sound design videos on the Ghosthack channel, so check them out. Okay, so I'm gonna show you quickly what I meant. Yeah, like Libra Witch mix down. So this is like when I'm at the mix down stage. This is what I have. This is what I come up with. If you have a listen to it, maybe you can send the link. I will well, actually write me on my artist Facebook, Black Marvin, or if you send them at also the Ghosthack in the Ghosthack network, you can ask for feedback. Look out for the Ghosthack network group if you're not in there. Like there's a lot of stuff being shared, and meanwhile this is loading, but this is going to show you it's a stem mixing technique. Okay, so I group stuff, I bounce that audio, and then I apply processing on it. Won't be very long. Will you be streaming again? Do you have a streaming schedule or anything? There's no streaming schedule, but I'm probably going to stream again. What I'll try to do is to like announce it in advance with Ghosthack. But usually it's going to be the weekend, and there seems to be a pattern emerging where I stream on Saturdays and Will is streaming on Sundays. I don't know if he's gonna do one tomorrow, but he did one, I think, the last 2 Sundays. So, but if I stream on Saturday. And also look on my Facebook. I will maybe get the good habit to start announcing it. But the stream is going to be available, so if you want to really listen to that. So that's actually, I hope I doesn't get in trouble for that, but I guess it's okay. But it's it's not even my next track. It's like, it's what will be released if it's in November 2020, maybe December. Anyway, but what I wanted to show, because someone asked the question, what is the but this is not mixed, okay? So the relation between the sound, the volume, the gain is not necessarily the good one, but yeah, just to show you a little peek of how it's organized. So this is the FX channel. Insider knowledge for sure. So yeah, usually there's going to be more than that applied, but compression to glue it. And I might like do the some stereo mid-side EQ to spread and make some room. But yeah, so, and the first thing that would be mixed, it would be the kick and bass. Let's see how it sounds. And like, yeah, this is not like, you remember when I said I treat the kick and the bass at the mix down stage, so they're not treated yet. So usually I would yeah, I would, this is really too choky. It's really too choked. So oh, you should get, everyone, you should get this coffee pun. It's free. It's a nice like, you have low shelf, high shelf. All the gain, you know, I'm trying to just go too fast, but usually I would start by loading the kick, loading the bass, and getting the correct volume to start mixing the track accordingly. And also I use a reference plugin called Adapter Matrix. So I would at some point load a track here, and I can do A/B comparison. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But and so at some point, to answer the question about the pad and effects and abstract stuff, is just at some point where I have, like, let's say, like, just imagine that it is mixed correctly, I would just get that. And you speaking of gain staging, you know, you can do it with, you know, gain knobs like this. You know, I would just like do that correctly. This needs to be EQ'd, but yeah. Anyway, that I hope actually just showing you these gives you a good idea of all that. And this is going to be, I can show you the drop, and after that, yeah, I'm done. But this is not out yet. This is not mixed. it's really not mixed, but yeah, this is how I suggest you end up with at your mixdown stage. Then you can it's a good idea to do it. Yeah. And also because I put so much I feel the drum feels so mighty. Yeah, they're really good drums. Yeah, that's the point. That's like in your face. And also, yeah, if you look at that, by doing that, I see there's a problem here. You know, we see it like what the fudge. So and you can see the dynamic better. This is, you know, I don't think this is clipping, but this is yeah, you can see all the relation between the volumes and stuff. I suggest you work like that. And that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I did, and I'm gonna finish this track. There's a lot of Ghosthack products that were used in that. So we have some stuff for Pigments, or for Faceplant. We have a lot of samples. All nice. Glad you're subscribed. There's a lot of stuff coming. You can check out my music. I'm Black Marvin, like it says in the title. And if you're not subscribed yet, subscribe. Like Ghosthack on Facebook, and check me out on Instagram. Check out Ghosthack on Instagram. We cross post a lot of stuff. And thanks for tuning in. And check out. I think Will's gonna be streaming tomorrow. So stay tuned. And there's gonna be some nice videos too coming. So see ya. Have a nice weekend.